metal nigga? What you talking about? What is he talking about? What? I'm not fucking with none of these. Yo, what? Yo, what it do, guys? It's TK Goldie here, and I just wanted to say before the video starts that there is a lot of cuts. That's mainly because this dude was making me hot throughout the whole video. So I'm just trying to let you guys know that that's what's going on, and just shit. And like and subscribe to the video. I'll see you guys next time. Boy, TK Goldie here, and welcome back to another video. And today, as you can tell by the title, we finna react to. Wait, what was that? Hold on. Top 5 most overrated anime all time. See, okay, I was actually about to watch this on my own time, but when I seen the first anime that this dude was talking about, I was like, I gotta make a video of this. I was like, hold on, before I get too heated, I might as well make a video of it. Bro, I'm telling y'all about to get heated. I don't know the other ones, but I know the first one. Y'all, I'm preparing you guys right now. Spoiler. But y'all might get heated off this. I'm telling you right now, y'all might get heated.
Talked about so much, overhyped so much, to the point where fans
If I had an overhype SEO after season 1. What? SEO after season 1 or One Punch Man. One Punch Man. Y'all see how season 3 is?
First off, this list is in no particular order, by the way. Number 1 is Full Metal Alchemist.
See, this is exactly why I wanted to come on this video, man. Because this is a full rant video at this point. Full Metal, nigga, bro. Nigga, I swear to God, bro. Even the first one is extremely good. Even the first one is good. And you calling this overhyped, bro? This is the best storytelling, bro. How is this overhyped? How? This is a beginner-friendly anime for anybody who wants to get into anime, bro. Like, I would recommend you watching it. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, bro. Full Metal Alchemist, personal favorite. Like, if I had to put on my personal list, it's top 10. That's how good it is.
Oh my
And to
god.
call it overhyped, I'm not even gonna get into it, man. I'm not even gonna get into it.
When I tell
Full
you, I
Metal,
could not
Full Metal,
stop hearing
Full
about
Metal.
this anime from
Uh,
the moment I started getting into anime. I'm not lying. Full Metal Alchemist is basically like the anime that everyone kind of says is their favorite just to play it safe. Like if you ask someone, "Oh, what's your favorite anime?" and they say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, no one's going to argue and be like, "Oh, that anime sucks," you know? It's like the safe answer. Everyone
I ain't gonna lie. It is a safe ass answer. It's been a minute since I watched the
six,
original.
seven
I
episodes.
don't remember too much about the original either. So, like, if you have anything, questions about the original, I, I wouldn't know. Like, with this Brotherhood, yeah. We watched it like 3, 4
And then I
times.
just
But,
got
like,
so fucking
it,
bored. And then the second time watching it, I watched up to halfway. I was like, everyone keeps saying this
you know, if this dude doesn't like this show, he doesn't like Dr. Stone. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you he doesn't like Dr. Stone.
anime so
It has to
good,
be
and
one
I
of the.
do
It has to
remember
be
the
because like
animation being
they do be
okay.
doing
So I
bullshit
was like, all
sometimes,
right, I'm
but
just gonna watch up to the
this is
halfway
peak all
point, and if
around.
I'm not hooked by then I'll quit, right? I almost got up to the halfway point, and literally right as I think I was like maybe 2 episodes away from being halfway there,
He
and I
had
was
to
like,
have
man,
watched the original.
I
There's
can't
no
fucking
way
do
this
it.
nigga
I
watched
can't.
Brotherhood and
It's
said the
too
same shit.
boring. It's too ass. Like I couldn't do it. And then finally, years and years later, finally sat down and watched the whole thing. I think it's okay. That's where I
I'm stop pausing. I'm
kind of
stop.
stand right
Just
now. I
going
think
straight
it's
through it.
just
This
okay.
is rage bait.
It's
This is
not
rage bait.
great, but it's definitely not bad. I think a lot of people would argue that this is, one of the best written anime. I don't think there's anything about this anime in particular that people say it's done so much better than every other anime. I feel like I said, this is just people's go-to for what's their favorite anime or what's the best anime. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
see. But we're talking about overhyped. Your opinion doesn't make it overhyped. Okay? This is the last time I'm pausing it for this segment. This is this doesn't make it overhyped. Just because you don't like the anime doesn't make it overhyped. All right, I just have to get that out. But that does not make it overrated. This show is peak. Like if this is your very first anime, you were hooked on anime because this is very good. I'm telling you. I don't know, man.
And
this is
to
my
me,
last time
I
watching
just
for the segment.
I never saw that. I never thought the
Yeah,
characters were
shit
funny.
pissed me
Like
off.
to me, the comedy was always kind of cringy. I think the dub is good. So I could see it as like one of the best anime to like get into if you're just starting anime. But even
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
when I first started watching anime, it was not for me. So a lot of the characters
yeah. Just
just
because you
didn't
didn't
really
like it
interest me at
doesn't
all.
make
And
it
on top of that,
overhyped. We're
I
talking
think
about overhyped
even if
anime
you
here.
love this anime to death, you have to
Uh,
admit there are just some parts where it just drags the fuck on. I can say the
nigga, when? Hold on. I gotta see real quick. It's been a minute since I watched Full Metal. I gotta specifically proper it. 64 episodes is too long for you? Yeah, you got it. What? 64 episodes is nothing. Nah, it ain't chill out. 64 episodes is kind of long, man. But I don't know. What part of the show and Brotherhood specifically, not the original, because I know the original is a lot longer. But Brotherhood, where has it where has it been like, stretched like it stretched out? Like I didn't know we had One Piece. If he's talking about the stretching, I know One Piece is here. I I I can guarantee you One Piece is going to be on this list. I can guarantee you.
story is quote
I know I said I
unquote
wasn't gonna
well
pause no more,
written.
but I just
And
had
by
to see
well
how many
written, I mean there's
episodes
no plot
Full Metal
holes,
had.
there's no gaps that don't make
64,
any
man.
sense. But I still think
They
the
ain't
story
that
has a
they ain't
lot of
that
pacing
bad.
issues. There's a lot of
64
points
ain't that
where
bad.
I'm struggling
To
to
cover
care
all the
about what's
points that
going
it did,
on. That's
to
why it
cover
took
all the
me
points
three
that it was
tries just
supposed to
to
cover,
finally get into the
64 is
series. This
good.
was always one of those
It had to
anime
cover
where
multiple
it's
points. It
everyone's
had
favorite
to
anime,
cover
but I
it had to
just don't really
cover
like it. Over
all the
time, I
sins, and it
finally
had to
did
cover
end up
Fear
liking it.
Bradley.
If you're one of those people
I
that's
don't know
like
how to
watching Full Metal and you're not really hooked
yeah,
on
I
it,
don't, I
don't
don't know how
worry,
to
you are not alone. All right, so next up on the list is My Hero Academia.
what was this made? 4 years ago. Okay. This is 4 years ago. All right. I don't
I mean, if you haven't heard of this
yeah.
anime,
I feel like yeah. Yeah. He has to cover those points though. If he doesn't cover these points, then there's no yeah.
man, you must be living under a rock. This is definitely one of the
Nah,
most popular anime out there on the market right
bro.
now. I remember when this anime first came out, everyone was saying this is the next, big thing. This is the next Naruto. I was kind of all for it because of all the colors and all the cool looking costumes of the characters and stuff like that. So once I actually watched it,
I ain't gonna
right?
lie, it
I
definitely
watched
had the
season one and
potential.
I loved it. I loved season one.
I'm
Season
like,
two,
people still love it. I just don't like the fan base. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The thing that really like it has nothing to do with the anime, but for you to be for you to say that My Hero is your best favorite anime, it's just like I don't know. The fan base makes it so bad. The fan base made it so bad to the point where like I don't want to associate myself with My Hero, you know? So if I say that I'm a My Hero fan, the first thing people are gonna think about is like the other fans that be saying the most craziest, outrageous stuff, you know? So like the fan base, it's really the fan base specifically that the reason why like I can't say it's one of my favorite anime. But the anime does have it is definitely overhyped.
my god. Season 4 was fucking terrible. I'm sorry. If you liked it, I don't know. I don't know why. Like, please explain it to me. Once I started watching season 2, that's when I realized I don't have a favorite character in the series.
Uh, yeah, man. You gotta have a favorite character in anime. That really makes you enjoy it because when you see a favorite character, you be like, yo, I know that dude going box. Like Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, he my favorite character, boy.
Hey, every time that dude finna go out there and boss up like, go beat his ass, Kurba.
Series has that one character that you gravitate towards immediately,
I'll
and
be on Todoroki. I'll be on Todoroki. They're my favorite characters in the show.
My Hero just never had that for me. Not only that, but all the characters in the series are kind of just they're kind of basic. I feel like season 4 was like, it just felt like a whole filler season.
Hiroshima,
And
yeah,
now I'm
that's
at
his
a
name.
point where it
The
feels like
person that's reach you.
there's
Stain, I mess with Stain too, man. Best Genius, bro. I mess with him too.
nothing they can really
But
do
yeah,
with
it
the
might
story
look be
that's gonna be
Dobby Lucky.
impactful. Like I feel like season 3, when All Might, used the last of his powers and everything, like that was the last thing that happened that actually drove the story forward. For an anime that's as hyped as this one, that's on this level of popularity, it should be better. I think there's other anime out there right now that are way better that don't get nearly as much recognition, which is okay. But again, that's no excuse for My Hero to be this trash right now. I remember like early on when the anime first dropped.
I understand what he's saying, but you gotta realize, man, when you have so many seasons, there's no way to have every single season be you know. Let's take an example for One Piece. So many people love One Piece. One Piece is probably top tier. It's been around since the 1990s. You know what I'm saying? And it's still like on people's big top three. You know, people love that show. That has like dang near 30 to 40 seasons. And I can guarantee you, if I go and rewatch One Piece, which I probably won't, I could point out a season where it's been bad.
Oh, the difference between My
I'm not
Hero
watching
and
that again, bro.
Naruto is that in
And it's way too many fillers.
My Hero, all the
Yeah,
characters get their time to shine and their spotlight, and there's development for every character. After watching it, I
And what are you doing? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you know exactly who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification.
feel like every character does get a little bit of shine.
I ain't gonna lie, I wish that too. I wish every character had their chance to shine, but every character doesn't have their chance to shine. That's what they were showing it out to be in season one. I was like, okay, so every character they're finna introduce, they actually are going to have a role. From what I've seen so far, I haven't got past season four, so yeah, so I'm very late. I'm very behind. But as far as I've seen, there's a lot of people on this class that I haven't seen enough of. And
To
this
make
good
me
fight.
care
Uh,
because the attention is divided between
yeah, Dark
so
Shadow.
many characters that there's never one that is actually focused on enough to where
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, I feel like you should have never introduced us to this many characters to begin with. Honestly, because is it a main cast or is it a main character? I know you're trying to follow Deku, but there has been times where we haven't really seen much of Deku throughout fourth season when they were trying to show, especially during that forest. I don't what season was that? Because that might have been after four. I don't know, but the forest when they were trying to show everybody else's powers and stuff as well. Yeah, I still don't understand how Deku went 1,000,000%. That doesn't make sense, but yeah,
I'm
man.
like, oh, I
That's my
like
last
that
time pausing
character
for this
now. The only
segment, man.
time that this has happened is with Todoroki. They were
I'm
very
not
blunt
even.
about
Yeah,
developing
it's starting to
Todoroki.
turn into
But
a
ever
rant,
since
bro.
then,
Let's
there's
go ahead
not
and finish
been
the
one
video, man.
character that I've been
But
like,
yeah,
oh, I want to see this character. You see bits and bits of every single character with these
I'm gonna turn
small
this up a little
moments
bit.
that don't actually give you an emotional
Just a
impact
little bit.
because it's trying to divide the time between all these characters. It's not actually making an impact by showing any of those characters. Also, the first My Hero Academia movie, Two Heroes, I think it is, that movie
I've
was
never seen the movie.
fire. That movie busted, man. Like, I love that movie. My Hero Academia movie 2, Heroes Rising, fucking
I'm gonna be
bomb.
completely honest. If
Absolute
you don't like Full
nudity.
Metal,
That movie
I'm gonna be
sucks.
completely
Oh my
honest.
god. My Hero
How do you
season
like My
5,
Hero more
I'm
than
not
Full Metal?
excited for. My Hero movie
I
3,
mean, let me stop.
I'm
Let me
not
stop getting
excited
off that
for,
topic, man. Let me
but
start getting off that
I'm
topic.
probably still gonna watch
Let me get off
eventually
that
at
topic,
some
man.
point. So hopefully it changes my mind. We'll see. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. All right, so next up on this list is, that's right, you guessed it, One Piece. Here we
I knew this was coming. This is the exact reason why I said I gave y'all a warning at the very start. I didn't know he was gonna put One Piece in here, but when he put Full Metal in that list, I knew for a fact One Piece was gonna be on this list.
getting
4 minutes
into
per
anime, the
episode, like
One
come on,
Piece
man.
fandom has just been absolutely toxic. I remember I downloaded the
Yeah,
Anime Amino app. Every time I try to talk about any anime, someone just comes in and is like, "Oh, you like shonen? Like, have you watched One Piece? Or like, One Piece is the best anime." Like, it's ridiculous.
I understand what he's saying, overhyped, but you can't really say anything about it being overhyped until you find out what the One Piece is. You have to wait. These are one of those type of shows that like you can't say it's overhyped until you figure out like the true One Piece. Like you have to figure out like I don't know, like
I think
I don't
it's
know.
the most annoying when you talk about any anime in the big three. So like just whenever I watch YouTube videos and there would be, like someone would review the latest chapter of Naruto or the latest chapter of Bleach, you have these One Piece fans coming in saying, "Oh, you guys should watch One Piece or you guys should read One Piece manga, like it's way better." Every single
It's every single time. Too. I'm not even gonna say a lie. What he's saying is true. That doesn't make the show overhyped though. I understand the show is good. It's very good. It's not. I can understand why you say it's overhyped, but you have to understand that the show is actually good and it compensates for it being like overhyped, but it is a little too overhyped.
not
It
tell
might
you
be
how
somewhere
hard it
biased,
was to actually give it a try. It
but I ain't
was it
pausing no
was
more because
really tough.
I need
I'm
this
not
video
gonna
to get
get too
ended.
into
This
how
video, this
I
video has got a lot
consume
longer
One
than it's
Piece
supposed to be.
because I think that's a whole other discussion for a whole other video. If you're trying to get into One Piece, I would not recommend watching the anime. For a fandom that hypes up the anime so much and talks shit about every other shonen, the One Piece anime is fucking awful. The thing is, One Piece is already slow paced enough as it is, but Toei Animation purposefully drags out One Piece. I don't understand how One Piece fans could get away with the shit they were saying so confidently back in the day. I don't even think One Piece fans at this point, at this current point in time, will defend the anime. It's very clear that Toei wants to milk One Piece.
This
With
dude
Google
must have
Play
not.
Games,
I
you
don't know.
can play unlocked. Unlock rewards with Google.
Even
Because
even four
One
years
Piece, right?
ago,
It is
this
very
dude must have not have
popular
caught up on
in
the
Japan,
anime.
and they don't want that shit to end. They want to keep it going. Again, I've consumed One Piece, and I will talk about that in a different video of how I did that. But for an anime that's as hyped as One Piece, this was probably the hardest franchise to get into. That's why it's on this list. All right, so speaking
Dude, that does not make it overhyped. I'm gonna just be honest. Just because it's hard to get into doesn't make it overhyped. You have to actually watch it.
of shonen anime,
But I understand what he's
where
saying.
the
I understand
fandom
what
is
he's saying.
going
But yeah, it's hard to say that a
too
show is
toxic,
overhyped when it's not
Hunter,
finished.
Hunter, oh, I love it. But whenever I want to just express my love for shonen anime, whenever I just want to like anime, period, there's always that one guy that comes in and is like, "Oh, if you like shonen, like you should really watch Hunter x Hunter. It's just way better than every other shonen anime."
I've never heard that in my life. I've never heard that in my life. Whoever you heard that from, nigga, whoever the fuck you heard that shit from, bro. Whoever said that Hunter x Hunter is the best shonen anime ever, you got it, bro. There's no way. I've never heard that in my life. No, I've never heard that in my life, man. I've never heard that in my life.
You know what I mean? Every single time, without fail, there is a Hunter x Hunter Jehovah Witness at the doorstep, just waiting.
No, gang. I've never seen like okay, I've seen fans, but I've never seen a fan that says that this is the best anime they ever seen. I've never seen I've never seen that before. Like it could be your personal favorite, but I'm not saying that people are out here saying that like Hunter x Hunter is like I've never seen this before. I don't know what to say.
to preach the
I don't know what
word.
to
Like
say.
I've said before, I think Yu Yu Hakusho is way better. I love
Yeah, you hot. Oh fuck. Yeah. No, I keep pressing stuff. But yeah, Yu Yu Hockey Show is better than Hunter x Hunter. No, like let's be straight. Like if you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho, you can't say shit about it. First and foremost. So if you haven't seen it, you can't say anything. But Hunter x Hunter is definitely better. It's definitely better. Yeah. Wait, Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely better than Hunter x Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely a lot better.
Yu Yu Hakusho. The thing about Hunter x Hunter is that it's not terrible. Like I don't want to say I hated every second of it, but a lot of Hunter x Hunter just isn't good. It's just really boring, and there's no reward for dragging through. The only time
You're only saying that because Hunter x Hunter isn't finished. The ending never it isn't the ending. You know what I'm saying? So you you can't say anything about it. You have to read the manga because it's gonna be a super long time before they make the anime. To be completely honest with you, but they haven't they haven't made the second part of Hunter x Hunter yet. They only made like the first segment of it. You know, so like you can't say much about it. You just can't say much about it, especially like you can't, bro. The Fennel Troop saga is probably one of the is my favorites. It's my favorite arc out of the show. I haven't read the manga, so it's the favorite arc out of it. So like, I don't like. Where do you feel like the non-rewards from? Non-rewarding? I don't
I
know, man.
really enjoyed Hunter x Hunter was the York New City arc. As soon as we got to that arc, and then we got more into Kurapika's character, that was the one point in Hunter x Hunter where I was like, holy shit, this is actually getting good. I finally felt
Yeah,
like, holy shit, this is where the anime gets good. Like, this is where the anime finally gets to the point where people
I always thought Hunter x Hunter was good from the start, but when the York New Phantom Troop arc, when that stuff happened, it was like this show is different. When I first seen that, I was like, this show's different, bro. Like I'm not even trying to glaze or nothing, bro. But like this show was it, bro.
always
This
constantly
show
praise it.
was a hit.
And I really love
It was
that
a hit
arc.
show.
Once it ends, the anime goes back to being trash. The only other point in the anime where I really was
What was after the finisher? Oh, it was the uh what was it? It was the game when he was trying to find his dad or whatever, right? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I hated that too. I'm not even gonna say a lie. That was the worst. That's the worst arc. You can't. You can't. No. You're not gonna do this. You can't call a show overhyped because of one arc was bad.
say, oh, Hunter x Hunter, it doesn't have any of this bullshit transformations and other things that other shonen have. No, yes, it fucking does. Literally, Gon
It
transforms. The thing
does.
is, other shonen
It does, but that Golden transformation wasn't bullshit. It wasn't bullshit. But uh, like actually thinking about it, was there any bullshit transformations? Because like when you think about it, Gon's Gon transformation wasn't bullshit. Kurapika, if anything, the most bullshit is Kurapika shit. How she got strong. But even then, that's not too far sketch because they actually gave a reason on how it worked. It's the same. It's the same thing with Gon. The second he transformed, you get it. They gave you a clear explanation on what happened and how it worked.
that
He wasn't able to use Nin after that. So they gave you. He used up all of his Nin throughout his whole life. That's not too far stretch. That's not a stretch. It's not a
have
stretch.
transformations, they at least have an explanation. But in Hunter
What? Did me and you watch the same show? Gon no. Hold on. The reason behind why Gon transformed was because he found out that Kai was dead. and he was super mad that he used up the rest of his nin for the rest of his life to beat Nefertito. That's not bullshit. That's not a bullshit explanation. 'Cause when you think about it, it's not that hard to like figure out what is this dude talking about? What is he talking about? What?
all. And yet we still have Hunter x Hunter fans that are like, "Oh, this is the best shonen. This is one of the best anime out there." Like, sit the fuck down. Like, I'm sorry, but no, no.
Yeah,
Like the
best on it,
whole
but
arc
best
where
on
they
it is kind
introduced
of crazy though.
Nen
I'm not gonna say
was
a lot.
literally just them talking about using it for like 5 episodes. Just talk, 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 talk. Nen this, Nen that, and it's like you're putting me to sleep. Oh my god. The whole Greed Island arc was literally pointless.
Oh yeah, the Green Island was pointless.
Last 2 seconds, and
With Thrivent, your personal
No good
finances
fights.
start with you,
Are we
but their
forgetting
impact
about the
can reach
Gon
even
versus
further. This
Gon
Christmas, your
versus
money can be a
Hisoka
force for good for the people,
doing the
causes, and communities you love.
doing a tower thing?
Thrivent, where money means more.
Hey, Meta.
That was a good
You're
fight.
gorgeous.
Plus,
not only that, the
but I
fight is
understand what you're saying
mostly
though.
just people talking. Like, I get it. If you don't like shonen fights where, they kind of drag out to be like a few episodes, then maybe you'd be into this. But again, like, at least those fights have fighting. Like, this anime had fights that was just literally people talking. And it wasn't on some like JoJo shit where it's actually interesting and, dramatic and intense and suspenseful. It was literally
Fucking
just
right.
like people talking, explaining how their power works to each other. It's crazy because Hunter x Hunter is pretty overrated, but it's like way more popular than Yu Yu Hakusho, which again is by the same
I was just about to say the reason why it's hyped as much as Yu Yu Hakusho, if not more, is because not only is it newer, it's made by the same person.
creator, and I think is brilliant, is magnificent, and yet you
But
have Hunter x Hunter that really
let's
takes a
be
lot of the
completely
spotlight,
honest
which I
when I
guess is
say this.
primarily because Madhouse did remake
I'm
Hunter
not
x
fucking
Hunter,
with none of
and Yu Yu
these.
Hakusho has
I'm
yet
not
to
fucking
get
with none
that
of these.
treatment, and I guess a lot of people aren't really
Y'all
fond of the
comment. Y'all comment
older
down below
animation
if you
style.
guys
But
mess with any
it
of
still
these.
just
Like,
blows my
if you
mind
guys have an
how
opinion
much
about some of
praise Hunter x
these.
Hunter
Like, if you
gets
actually agree
for
with some of these. For
the
me, I don't agree
quality
with
that
any
it
of these.
is,
Honestly,
which is not
I
good.
don't agree.
So yeah. All right. So the last most
Especially
overrated
with
anime on
fucking
this
Full Metal.
list is
Shit
none
crazy.
other than Demon Slayer, aka
All right, it's time for me to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe down below. You know, might as well. Uh, go ahead, hit the subscribe and like, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Nah, but for real though, like this is 4 years ago. I can't finish this video. You think he Demon Slayer? This is 4 years ago. I'll give him the pass because it's 4 years ago.
Kimetsu no Yaiba. Demon Slayer, I feel
Uh, I don't know.
like is not bad, but it's not nearly as good as people give it credit for. This is like literally the anime to watch right now. Or so people say, right? When I was watching Demon Slayer, Fire Force was
I'll just
also
let the nigga
coming
talk.
out. I don't know
This
if
this
they
was
were
4 years ago,
exactly
so
in the
I
same
give him the benefit of the
season,
doubt. If
but
he
I
gets
do
good points,
remember
if he
that
gets good points,
Fire
then
Force
I can't say
was
nothing.
coming out, or it was already out. One of the two. Everyone and their mother was hyping up the animation of Demon Slayer, right? There was so much CGI. Like, it did not look good. I don't know why everyone was like, oh my god, the animation of Demon Slayer, it's so perfect and so beautiful. Because when I was watching it, I must have been watching a different fucking anime because all I saw was a bunch of CGI mixed in with the 2D, and it looked awful. Like, obviously there's moments where it does look good, but here's the thing, here's the other kick in the groin. Fire Force, which is literally coming out at the same time, or it's already out, I can't remember, has some of the best animation I've seen in a hot minute. Like, the animation is literally fire. And it's like, why are people gassing up the animation for Demon Slayer when Fire Force has no CGI, looks amazing start to finish? I don't understand it.
Man, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'll be completely honest. This literally changed the last time I'm pausing it for the rest of this video because I need this to be finished. Honestly, it's just crazy. This is crazy. Fire Force game. I would be honest with you, bro. They do have good animation from start to finish. No, the fuck they don't. No, the fuck they don't. Man, I could think they could, bro. Yeah, he hasn't seen the movie because this is 4 years ago. I don't think he's caught up. Like, I don't think they have as many seasons. Let's see. Yeah. So this is 4 years ago. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for this one because this is 4 years ago. This one Demon Slayer is first, just first coming out. So it makes sense. I understand, but really now, really, I understand what he's saying that Fire Force wasn't getting enough as recognition as Demon Slayer when it first came out. When when people was actually starting to like look at it and see like Demon Slayer was getting his recognition, people was watching Fire Force too. Like this not mistake. Let's not mistaken that people were only watching Demon Slayer. People were watching Fire Force too. I just don't know what he's talking about. Because 4 years ago, 4 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, Demon Slayer and Fire Force were just coming out, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I definitely seen Demon Slayer first though. Like I kind of get where he's coming from, but that I don't know. I don't know. It just don't make sense to me.
I don't get it. I don't
Honestly.
know why everyone was gassing up Demon Slayer when Fire Force was really the thing they should have been gassing up, especially in the animation department. Another thing about Demon Slayer that I really did not like, basically
Yeah,
the main
because
villain of the
he
series, they
isn't
were like, you
caught
gotta
up
find this
because
guy. He's
this
the
is
only
4 years
way
ago.
you'll be able to turn
But
your
there's
sister back
definitely
into a
scenes of
human.
Demon
Out
Slayer
of
that are
all the
better than
odds,
Fire
out of
Force
all the
throughout
fucking
the whole show.
odds that he was gonna find this guy, because I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna, do some missions, travel, and then eventually find the guy. He literally finds the guy like the next second he learns that he has to find him. He finds the guy, and then like he doesn't chase after him. Like the story shifts into like, oh, let's just do other missions and
Wait. Yeah. Whoa. Do you think this nigga's about to pull out a sword mid? Everybody in that place was going to die if this dude just whipped out a sword and started attacking this dude Mazan. This dude would have killed everybody there. What? I know, I understand what he's talking about. But why would he fight Muzan in the middle of nowhere? I mean, not in the middle of nowhere. In the middle full of innocent people that have nothing to do with this. You think he's just about to whip out a sword? If that's what he's talking about, then no. Fuck no. What? Ain't that ain't that really a train? Nah, this nigga seen Rengoku shit. Yeah,
not look for this
nah,
guy. It doesn't
fuck
really
nah.
make any sense. Like if you found the
Nah.
guy, you should go after him. Obviously, you want to get strong.
Yeah, I understand to go after him, but you have to realize Tanjiro is not a full crash out. He's not a full crash out. He's seen the kid and he's seen that it looked like his wife. He thought that was his kid and his wife. So I'm like, obviously he was gonna attack. Plus, you also have to realize it's in the middle of the city, full of people around him. You think he's just about to follow this dude or something? Like, I understand, bro. Nah, bro. What? That doesn't logically make sense. Nah,
Stronger, but I
bro.
feel like if they were gonna go that route, then they should have had him go through missions to get stronger in the first place before finding the guy. And then towards the end, it was picking back up again with like how he had to prove to the council or whatever that his sister's all right. Like that. That was okay.
Yeah, then this nigga seen Rengoku shit and is still saying the animation is bad. Oh my god,
That was
man.
kind of cool. I feel like if
Okay,
anything, maybe they
yeah,
should have had that happen and
alright.
have that be the reason
But comparing
why
it to
he
Farfetch,
couldn't stop
not
the
really.
guy. The story structure is so just like, why did this happen before this and not this? So to me, that's why I don't think Demon Slayer really deserves the
Because you have to wait to the end of the show for it to make sense. Obviously, when things happen before something else, it's not gonna make sense until you get to the very end and it starts to make sense. Very, hold on, let me see. Classroom of the Elite, right? We don't understand what Ayana Koji doing. Ayana Koji did something like I think like episode 3 or 4, and we didn't find out the reason behind why he did that until like the last episode, like the last episode of that season. You don't understand why things happen until the end of the show, and it starts to make sense. You can't say nothing about that, bro. That doesn't make sense, bro. But yeah, for real this time, I'm not even finna fish with it. But for real this time, for real this time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. To subscribe, hit the like button, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.